Good afternoon, everybody. This is Scott DeCamp with CatchMark SportsNet, and my mic just went out. I don't know why. I think I'm good. We are in the studio here in Whitehall. Pleased to have with us the Ravenna softball team for Media Day. A very lively group. I dare say even livelier than last year. So let's get to these lively girls. Here we have senior, the lone senior on the team, Kendra Denoff. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Fresh off a great bowling season that you guys had. Emma Hermans was on that bowling team. Welcome, Emma.
Thank you.
Junior, yep. And then junior, Addison Gillard. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Good. And I think we got sound, so I'm going to shut that off. But so what's been the best part of Media Day so far? I know you guys brought your A game because you brought a chair. You have I shouldn't ruin it. I don't want to ruin it anymore. I'll just let you guys, if you want to say what was going on today.
I think that the best part, in my opinion, was when we brought the chair and like everyone used it for their individuals. Like me and Kendra, not even spent an hour on it. Do you think?
No, not even.
No, it was easy too.
Yeah.
And Kendra coming in clutch with the crown, but
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part. I think it's going to look a lot different than anything else that anybody else has done, and I'm excited to see them.
yeah.
So where'd the idea come from?
LSU.
That shout out.
Yeah, we saw all of their like gymnastics or softball team did it, and we saw it, and I was like, Kendra, we should do this.
Yeah, I got a sneak peek last night when your dad sent that picture. I couldn't quite. I thought it was you, but I couldn't quite tell who the other person was in the photo. So that was you, huh?
Yeah.
Getting that done. But that's cool. Addie, what do you think of this event, and how has this one been different, maybe than last year's?
I think it's definitely a younger team, so they're more nervous for it. Last year, I feel like there was more seniors and there was more like aggression, but this year is more like togetherness and friendship, and we're all like
Light.
more, alike, yeah.
No, it seems like a fun group. You guys coming off a historic season, 36-6, got to the Division III state semifinals. Didn't go your way that day. It happens. You get there, you learn. Maybe get back there again, and you'll know a little bit more about what that whole situation is. But I mean, so many memories you guys made for yourselves, for your community. I think back to the quarterfinal game. Really jumps out in my mind. I think the regional, just how you had that tent city out there. I mean, that's cool. I mean, what are your guys' greatest memories of last year?
Shoot, I don't.
Mine has to be the quarterfinals because that was just a great game, and like the whole town came out, and it was just great energy. We came out so great, and yeah.
I think mine's regionals. I think that's a hot take, but like you said, everyone was there, like the whole community, and we had our own little community out there. And I think the fact to make it past that point that hasn't been done in a few years was really electric to feel, like especially when we were up so much.
And you avenged that loss from the year before to Calvin, too.
Yeah, I think that the regional was a great feeling because we took revenge on Calvin Christian, and it felt so great to like get past that, and like having like Emily Postema hit her first home run, like that game like was just amazing, like electric, like Kendra said. And I think quarterfinals, even more of the community came out to quarterfinals all the way to Cornerstone, which was like awesome, for just a great feeling for us.
No, but all this, I think, is a product of your hard work. All of you, everyone involved, the coaches, the fathers, the mothers, the families, everyone that's involved in this. And it does take a lot to do it. And you guys made a lot of people proud. So anything else from the season that you are really going to carry with you guys from last season into this season?
I think that
I think the drive, like
yeah.
we had such a senior-led team last year, and I think a lot of our younger girls, like myself as a junior that year and like these two as sophomores, seeing the leadership, I think to carry that, especially with a younger team this year, is going to be super helpful.
Yeah, I think that our drive this year to get past where we got last year is going to help a lot. Like knowing we have a target on our back, but like, hey, we have a young team, so we're going to push even harder than we did last year.
So you're going to have a new ace, although I would say there was co-aces last year with the Giller girls in the circle. But obviously Riley was great last year. Yeah. this year also adding Natalie Roselle in the circle. I mean, how you guys feel about that pitching?
I feel like we're pretty confident, and it's a great duo because obviously Natalie's left-handed and I'm right-handed, and we work really well together, and I think that we'll do great.
But I think one of the marks of this team that I'm already seeing, without seeing you play yet, looking at the roster and things getting filled out, is so many utility players. There's so many girls who can play a lot of different positions. I'm sitting across from one right now
Yeah.
with KD here, and what do you want to play, or do you care?
No, I want to play wherever is going to benefit the team.
Yeah.
I think it's so much fun to be able to play everywhere. I never get bored of where I'm at. So I think it's just fun to know that I play a crucial role in being switched in and out.
And you got some college news a little bit ago, but Emma, congrats on your commitment to Ferris.
Thank you.
Yep. So what was it about that made you know, okay, this is where I want to be?
Ferris kind of has they do have the family feeling, so it made me feel like home. I like how the size of the campus and the coaches and all the players were very welcoming when I went on my visit. We went to go see a football game. It was really fun. It felt nice.
I think the Ferris softball, their greatest days are yet to come.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a sleeping giant right now. So I know, Addie, you're getting a lot of attention, college-wise. And then, Kendra, we've talked about this in the bowling profile that we did, but
Yeah.
you're talking about, you still thinking about going to Florida maybe?
I am. I think that I'm getting really close to committing. So
Yeah, so you guys got some big plans ahead of you. So I know you're sooner than theirs. They got another year to go yet. But looking back on the girls who did graduate, the senior group that you had last year, how much credit do you give them for just kind of setting the tone or helping to set the tone and kind of help put you guys in this position?
Yeah, my sister definitely had so much drive. She was so committed. She inspired all of us to push harder and work harder, and I think that put the drive into me and Emma and Kendra and everyone else on the team to make sure that we keep the drive that they started and make sure to work even harder this year.
Yeah, I think looking at it, they set such a good example for everyone, and so knowing that keeping that standard high, I think, is something.
I think that they kept such a good role models. They were such good role models because they weren't very vocal leaders. They were more action leaders, and they never complained. They always took hey, let's do this next. They were always ready for what was next.
I think the level of experience you guys have too, this group here, it's almost like you were seniors just because you played so many games, so many big games. So what are the personalities on this team so far? And this might be a tough question to answer, but who's the biggest clown on the team? Who's the biggest jokester?
Jokester? I don't know.
Addie, I might have to give that one to you.
I might have to. I might have to go to the duo of Addie and Emily there.
Yeah, we're a little crazy together. Yeah,
Definitely clown.
Yeah, we're definitely the clowns of the group. Make
Now,
sure to keep it light.
One thing we were talking about off camera, I was talking with your dad about this, Emma, and just the sister dynamic that you guys have had. And obviously you had your sister last year. You got a sister coming up at some point, right?
Yes, next year.
And then you have a sister on the team who's a freshman.
Yep, 2 years.
How cool is that? You've been through it. Yeah. How cool is that to maybe get to experience that?
It's actually really nice. I do enjoy having her on the team, but I think it's going to be a little bit of struggle for me to kind of keep it down and not be so hard on her. Because she's a sassy one. We have a lot of sassy freshmen coming up.
I hear she's pretty tough on herself too.
Yes.
Yeah, all of the freshmen. Yeah. All the freshmen are so tough. And I think it kind of has to anxiousness of this year.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So looking at the schedule, what are the things you're looking forward to the most about this season?
GMA.
Yeah. The bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger games.
I'd say, and I say all the competition we have this year, how stacked we are with good teams, is making me look forward for this year and making us ready.
Yeah.
Good competition.
You guys aren't at Whistle Stop again, are you? I don't think you are.
I don't think they have a blue
They don't. They got rid
You
of
don't have one?
Yeah.
That's too bad. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much does that help you guys though, facing that kind of competition?
I think it shows us that we do have things that we need to work on. I think that's my favorite part. Maybe not in the moment, but looking back, failing, I feel like we learned so much as a team, and it pushes us to want to be better. Like, I know after we lose big games sometimes, we'll come in an hour early to practice. And, like, at that just drive to, like, be like, we need to be better for this. And that's something that I enjoy.
I think that, like, we know what our mistakes were after seeing it against such good competition that game. We're like, we should go in an hour early before any of the coaches get there and work on this, and then we can work on other stuff during practice. I think that is one of my favorite parts because playing kind of mediocre teams, you play down to their level at a
Easy to do
point.
that.
And when we're playing against higher competition, we are playing up to them. Like, there's some teams where we tie, kind of like where they win one, we win one. So it kind of makes us feel a lot better because we learned from our mistakes the first game.
And you can see that you can play with these bigger schools.
Yeah.
It gives everyone confidence in our team and our ability to beat these bigger schools.
Yeah, since we're such a small school, they're like, oh, who's Ravenna?
Yeah.
No, failing is growing too. I mean, it doesn't make you a failure. It just means that it's an opportunity to grow. It's hard to deal with that in the moment.
Yeah.
But if you understand that going in and can remind yourselves of that, then you'll benefit in the long run, I think. So we've talked about this in the past, but you got your same coaches again. I'm sure not much has changed, but how do you describe that whole chemistry with those four that you have?
The most fluidly, like, co-coaching I've ever seen.
Yeah,
really.
I don't think they ever, like, overlap. They're always, like, on the same page, but in different parts of the page, if that makes sense.
That's good.
They all know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, they all know when to put knowledge in at some point. Like, it's not like ever they're overcoaching or something like that. Like, if someone makes a mistake, they'll just, like, be like, hey, you got this one, you know?
And I feel like each coach knows how to deal with each player differently. Like, I always look at Coach G and Fridge, like, their connection. Like, I feel like
different.
he talks to her a lot more than some of the other coaches because he just understands
Yeah, I could agree.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's good having that chemistry, how they know when to kind of pull, when to push, all that stuff. Anything else you guys would like to add about the season, about this group? It's a different group. You got just the one senior and how many, 4 freshmen is it?
4 freshmen.
Yeah.
Yep. 4 freshmen, 4 sophomore, 2 juniors, and 1 senior.
What do you think?
I think we can make a run this year. I'm really confident.
Yep.
I'm excited. I think we add a lot of new potential. Like, we lost our seniors. We loved our seniors. But I think, like, this year, Reese and Natalie, they're super fast. Like, we gain new like, qualities, and I'm excited to see where those all fit in and how everybody works together.
So you talked about the GMA. I'm not going to let that go until we talk about that for just a second. The only reason I bring that up is because Reese Puffer's coming tomorrow for Media Day.
Okay.
Trying to get Oak Ridge. So if Oak Ridge, if you're listening, Mr. Josa, whoever wants to get that ball rolling, Coach Coletta, whoever wants to get that going, we'd welcome you. I would love to have you here, but I know these girls here at Ravenna have a great time at this, and we love putting it on. So one more thought from you guys before we go. What do you think about anything that's on your mind right now? But be careful with the bulletin board.
Oh, shoot. Do we want to give, like, a shout out?
Yeah, let's give a shout out to one girl on the team.
Let's do that.
Who are you giving it to?
You give one, I'll give one, Addie give one.
Oh, okay. Let's think here. I'll give my shout out to Taylor Knott. Taylor Knott is a phenomenal athlete. Her bowling skills is out of this world. Softball, she is harder on herself in any sport that I've watched her play than anyone I know. She is awesome. She's getting out there. She was shy when we first kind of got close with her, but her confidence level, you can tell, is, like, gaining, and she's fitting in with everyone. Yeah. It's really cool to see.
Is she going to make her dad stay home from softball games? Just because I saw what happened in bowling.
Yeah.
There's that dynamic of, Dad, go away. Uncle Jason, come here.
Jeff might be sitting in the outfield this season.
That's normal.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my shout out to my little M baby. She is just such an athlete in going through all these, like, just everything. I look up to her. Her mindset is insane. I don't think I've ever seen her mad at herself for longer than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I think she's just incredible, an incredible person, incredible athlete.
She's spunky. Give her that.
She is.
I'd like to give my shout out to Natalie. I just think that she's just an amazing player, and I know that she works so hard during basketball season and during softball season. In between, like, she had to work out after practices, go to pitching lessons, go to all these different things, and she put in the work. And I know that she's getting prepared for this season, and I know she has some nerves, but she's doing so good, and I just think that she's an amazing player.
I got to end that on this. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot. And you did a great job, and I'm sure you're going to on the softball diamond as well. So can't wait to watch you play.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being on.